Let's react Andy a little bit. I want to react Andy. We'll watch AZTECROSS' video because I think that's a good way. He always has sees.
Oh my God, the twab. How could I forget? Oh my Lord. Another week, boys, another twab. There was a state of the game today. It sucked ass. Solstice leaves very soon. The map this weekend will be Anomaly. We have some known issues. We'll get to them eventually. Drink some water, motherfucker. Oh boy. I don't want to come off too ranty. And I get comments all the time like, Cross, you only rant. I miss the days when you used to just make content. Now you just complain all the time. So we really try to...
Just because he complains all the time, because he cares. It's not like a guy who doesn't play the game. LOL dead game. He complains for the good because he cares about Destiny. Yeah, here's state of the game.
In big articles like this, we try to tone it down. But hot damn it, Bungie, you make it too easy. It is the worst state of the game Bungie has ever put out. So much so that it may have just killed any bit of hype that we have had leading up to the showcase. And that everything is going to depend on what is going to be revealed in the next few weeks leading up to the showcase. This did nothing. If they thought the state of the game would be the thing that would get the ball rolling to get us excited about the showcase on August the 22nd, it did the exact opposite. This probably wouldn't have been so bad if yesterday we didn't get a whole article saying that revamps are on the way.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. There was a whole article about we're getting like revamped maps and full maps and Gambit maps, and it's just shit on it. So
to the core playlist and to Gambit being included in those core playlists or ritual playlists. All we got from the Gambit section of today's state of the game was essentially, hey, you don't have to play Gambit anymore. Huh? And you're gonna get a new map. Oh wait, returning map, but not anytime soon. That's essentially the Gambit changes. It wasn't as if I was sitting there saying, man, the one thing we need to save Destiny is some Gambit changes. And it's the last thing I would have said. But it was because we had this built up from that article this past week that Gambit was going to be receiving some major reworks. No, not the case. And I think the thing that really sealed the deal on this is armor set rewards. At this time, we are amending our delivery plans for how often we refresh these sets and will no longer be creating a new set for every expansion. Bungie thinks that the worst thing they can do is over delivery.
And here's my problem with that. It was never a bad thing. So, they didn't have to make like armor sets for like all the Crucible, Vanguard, Gambits. They didn't have to get like crazy new guns every fucking season. But like seasonal stuff is like tied to the season. That's the thing. And it's cool armor, some good, some not. But it's like, dude, you're just shafting us now. And that's really annoying. Yeah.
An armor set every annual expansion. It's not over delivery. How did we arrive at this? The state of the game today, guys, really should not have even happened. It almost seemed last minute. It seemed like an effort because players are quitting Destiny. I've seen a number of content creators saying that they're stepping away from Destiny. This seemed to just be thrown together last minute in hopes of keeping those guys around just long enough to get them to the showcase, maybe.
And they did a terrible job. They should have never released the state of the game. It's bad, dude.
Today's state of the game was just a bunch of promises without really narrowing down or talking about actual issues. A state of the game shouldn't read like a twab. The state of the game, in my opinion, should actually tackle issues and problems, which Some of them did. Some of the problems as far as stability goes. But it should really be a moment of self-reflection. All I got from this was nothing's really going to immediately change in the game. There's some good things on the horizon, some good quality of life changes. As far as everything else, don't expect a whole lot. Now, I will say this. There was nothing in this article that talked about monetization or any changes to the monetization of Destiny. Bungie is just not going to acknowledge it. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
at this point, final shape. At this point in Destiny's life, it's just called the final sale, man. The final sale. Let me also say this. Sandbox team at Bungie, I think have actually been doing a bang up job. Seriously. I think the only thing that I would complain about Sandbox is that for the sake of balance, there have been exotics that have been hurt too much. Path of Burning Strips is a great example of that. But you know, things like reworks to Warden's Law, I'm really, really excited about that. The picking up certain exotics that have been just vaulted for forever, I'm excited about that. So the things that are going to get you hyped over the next few weeks are probably going to be carried on the backs of Sandbox. And then how they're going to get your foot in the door with the August 22nd reveal for Final Shape will be, you know, new subclass, Final Shape, going to show Cade. And then if you pre-order today, you get to play with the new exotic. It'll be Quicksilver 2.0 or whatever it may be. And it's business as usual. All I'm going to say on that front, guys, is I'm going into this more neutral now than I have ever been watching a showcase. I came into reading this article very positive. I was like, wow, Bungie's doing an emergency state of the game? That's crazy. Must be something crazy. Must be something being cooked here. Not the case. Watching this showcase this year, I'm going to be extremely neutral. I had hope. I truly had hope about the state of the game today, guys. I was very surprised that they announced the state of the game this week. I was like, wow. Normally, state of games are earlier in the year. We got hit with this right now. I can't believe this was even put out. This was a couple weeks ago. This was Diablo 4 Campfire. This may be the most uncomfortable I have ever seen developers in a live stream. Dude, they were getting grilled. They were getting grilled online that whole week. They were getting grilled in this stream, but I gotta give them props. They showed up, man. They showed them they took that ass whooping like a man. And they said that they would never do it again. They acknowledged where they messed up, and they said it wouldn't happen again. All the negativity that Bungie has been facing this past year, Bungie, you needed to do this, okay? And I know right now, I'm sure you hate that I'm even comparing, or I'm even saying this, considering Activision and whatnot. But this is what you needed. This state of the game did not need to exist. What needs to exist is a live stream, a direct conversation, not hidden behind journalists or articles or just a wall of text, all right? And then we're not asking for the devs to come on and squirm. We're simply asking for the tough topics to be talked about. It tells us a couple of things that A, the devs acknowledge it, and nowhere in the state of the game does it really seem to acknowledge things. There was a topic about game stability. I think that was really the only area that really acknowledged some of the issues Bungie ran into and what they're doing to improve. You know, before you even talk about what you're going to do to update a certain core activity or a ritual playlist, and you have to list everything that you've done over the past year, year and a half to 2 years, and then finally get to what you're going to do, and then to get to the point where this is actually not going to be done until later this year, it's just a bunch of fluff. It's a bunch of nothing. If we were to get things like new maps, that would actually take away from the team and allocate it from other content. I did not come into this article today to try to find stuff. No, Bungie doesn't owe us anything. Bungie doesn't owe us anything. I literally put out a tweet a couple weeks ago and said, Bungie, go dark. Don't say anything. Let your work speak to them for itself. So yeah, no, Bungie doesn't necessarily owe us anything, but at the same time, we don't owe Bungie anything either. My conclusion on it is that I think that Bungie really does truly believe, at least from the top down, that over delivery is somehow the worst thing they can do as a company. Yeah, as a player, I'm feeling pretty demoralized. The argument for why we're not getting more ritual armor sets is that no one wants to wear it because it looks like crap, Bungie. You know, all the artists makes ballin' ass armor, but it's for Eververse. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a lower level of adoption rate there. What we've been saying all along, we pay premium for a very expensive game. If you were buying the annual expansion and the annual pass, most of us are buying, what is it, the deluxe edition or whatever. Dude, you are paying premium for a game. Yet, you've got free-to-play level of monetization in the game. they're going about it with these 2 levels of monetization, which is just resulting in double dipping into the same player base. It'd be different if the whole game was free to play. And, the only thing that was really carrying things on the revenue side of things would be the Eververse store. But that's not it. If the reveal comes out as badly as this state of the game was, because this just almost tells me there's just a disconnect between Bungie internally and us as the community. If it comes out as badly as this state of the game, Bungie, I wouldn't even worry about what happens after final shape. We've always played Destiny because we want to. I was never a content creator before Destiny or a streamer, but there was a certain level of magic that Destiny 1 possessed that we fell in love with, and suddenly I found myself wanting to make a few videos to share with some friends, and then that kind of just, evolved into something else. And, I appreciate all you guys, but there's so many great games these days, man. I mean, this year has just been a banger of a year. There are some amazing ass games. I didn't realize just how talented so many other studios are. And let me just say this. If Destiny does end up dying for us, guys, collectively, we'll find another game. We'll find another game that will spark that magic that Destiny 1 had sparked for us many years ago. We've been going hard this year. I'm serious. And when I say hard, I mean we've been ripping into Bungie on a regular basis. If my account mysteriously gets banned, if I go missing, you better go look for me. Actually, where's Les at? Someone call Les. Les, how you doing?
Yeah. I'm curious what you think of this State of the Game article.
Les, I think it's the best State of the Game article I've ever read. I honestly, every paragraph inspired more and more faith and hope in the direction that Destiny 2 is going in.
It's opposite day? I didn't know that.
Bombad has been playing. You have been playing Destiny since beta, and Bombad quit on us. I believe it was a rainy Tuesday. What was the exact words Bombad said? I think it was.
They don't care.
They don't care, guys. This was a guy. Bombad and Les. We ran GMs every week. We were there when Grandmasters were first
launched.
Were first launched and conceived. We would do every exotic quest, every hard content, every raid. I don't have a fire team anymore. You're not going to be raiding with us day one. For this expansion. This is the first time, Les, that you have not raided with us.
I've done every day one raid, and I can't be bothered anymore. A new raid, I would do it, but not a reissued raid. Do you want to know what I think of it?
What's that?
I think Bungie's done with Destiny.
Yep.
What gives you that idea?
Yep.
Everything they told us, we already knew. Like, this is nothing here is new information. What they talk about for PvP, we're getting new game modes, some matchmaking changes, a new emblem, strand pulse rifle, and that's all we're getting. For Gambit, that's even worse than PvP. Who the hell is shocked, right? And the fact that they don't want to give us PvP maps because it takes away resources from the exotic quests and stuff. Just hire more people. You just got $3.6 billion fucking dollars. What are you doing with it? I know they're probably using it for their other games, but you you can't just abandon the thing that made you your money and just go somewhere else. That's like getting married to a girl, having kids with them. After you have your second kid, you're like, all right, first one, I don't give a fuck anymore. That's the way I see it, at least. They're just so disconnected from what we want. But this is what I don't understand from Bungie. They have one of the best type of games to ever come out. So why abandon it? This game has gone for 10 years strong, and it's still making as much money as it is. Why are you not doubling down on it to make it even better?
100%. And I think that's the problem, is that we're, we spend our $100 a year. People spend money on silver too, and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, around and tell us, hey, we're not giving a fuck too much. We're gonna get less content, but you're still gonna pay the fucking $100 or whatever for the expansion. Pay for, and it kind of makes us feel like, what's the fucking point? Especially after the whole sunsetting argument. Dude, if they don't care, put it this way, if they're not gonna care about Destiny as much, then do us a big favor, unvault everything, vault all the fucking raids, vault guns, vault unvault things, and then we'll be happy. Be able to enjoy the game. So yeah, it's just bit disheartening to see like, my love dying before my eyes.
Let me ask you this. Do you think the goal all along was just to secure the bag? The bag being $3.6 billion from Sony. Do you
I
think
think so. The game after that deal went down, I felt like they just stopped communicating. They're not really giving us what we want. They've completely changed their ideology on seasons and the way the story is told. Why not go back to the Forsaken era?
less? That is over delivery. Chat, matter of fact, and everything
Mike's cutting out. Oh yeah, I'm probably just talking like not talking loud enough sometimes, so it happens.
in life never over deliver. Your relationship, that she'll expect more. You cook breakfast one time, get ready. You're gonna have to cook again and possibly even again.
Here's my next question. We have all these leaks for Final Shape. Has there been any leaks of the seasons after? Because when Lightfall was when Lightfall was like getting announced and all that stuff, I think the seasons after were leaked.
But Les, at this point, would you even be sad if Destiny ends? I mean, look, chat.
I wouldn't.
At this point, if Final Shape is the end, and I say this as someone who covers this game every single day and week, if Final Shape is it,
They basically put out this like state of the game address. And what happened is that like all the stuff that they usually do or stuff that we ask for isn't happening, and they're giving us less Destiny. So the Final Shape, we're gonna get kind of shafted because we're not getting new armor, not getting just different things, and it's just become kind of an annoyance. Yeah.
let it be it. Do not milk this for the next decade, please. The showcase is probably going to be hype because Bungie knows how to make things pretty hype, right? Say Final Shape comes out. It's not the worst expansion, but it's just kind of meh. Would you at any point in the future buy Destiny 3?
I don't know. Maybe, but I have to.
I mean, you should buy it regardless. It's still a fucking good expansion, so it's good on.
I still maintain the state of the
Plus, like the raids and dungeons coming up, having it's worth it.
game was just, to me, it just feels like it was just thrown together last minute.
It was a bandage. It was like a band-aid. Is how I see the state of the game. I love Bungie. I really do. This company has pretty much changed my life in a way with Destiny. I remember I only played Call of Duty, and then I played Destiny, and I was like, this game is fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. That's what happened with me. Like, same thing. It's just that like I got really into Destiny, and all of a sudden I became addicted to it, and for good reason. It's a great game.
It sucks that it's gone at this path, and I always appreciate Bungie for what they've done. There's a time where you kind of just need to stop and move on, and I think that's where I might be heading, and I think a lot of people will probably be heading. Yeah, I think Bungie needs to just drop Destiny and move on to other projects, because I have no doubt that Marathon's gonna bang. I think they can continue to make banger games, but for Destiny, I think its lifespan is coming at an end.
I could be eating my words, and Chad, you can clip this right now. I don't think Bungie will ever have a more profitable and more loving community than the Destiny community. Ever. I don't think they will ever have a game that's as great as what Destiny has been.
So are you done after Final Shape?
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna just find something else to do.
The anime channel may come in clutch.
Yeah, I guess I might actually kick the anime channel off. I definitely haven't been playing games this year with the intention of like moving variety. I've just been playing other games because A, Destiny kind of sucking ass, and B,
Yeah, that's where we're all at right now, and it fucking sucks. Like it's not like we don't want Destiny to succeed. We want it to fucking go great because we love the game so much. And the fact that they just are shitting on us, it's like, why should we care? You know what I mean? It's fucking sad.
other games have been really, really good. You got other dev studios that are just like, they're getting it, man. They're hustling, and it's literally being reflected in their work.
Do you have any hope for the showcase?
I mean, the expectations is if Bungie was trying to set us up to be at the bottom of the barrel, I'm there. Like The expectations here are
Like, yeah, if they
low.
want me to be at the I'm fucking there.
You know, the narrative team comes out and doesn't even say that they think the narrative this past year was delivered poorly. No, instead they defend how the narrative is being delivered. And then they're like giving examples of certain movies. And they're like, this is how we wanted to deliver and this is how we envision it. And you can't really do much with that. So no. My expectations are extremely low. And at the same time, I'm just at that neutral state though. I that's what I was telling everyone earlier. I'm at that neutral state. There's just not a lot that's really moving me either way. You know a game is going to die when you find yourself logging in. You look at your character, and then you just log out. I've seen
Yeah.
that in RuneScape, man.
Yep.
You know, we had the number 2 clan and all of RuneScape at the time. One by one, people just quit talking in the clan chat. And then eventually, no one's even there anymore. Everyone I knew that played that game quit, and it got to the point where for me, every time I logged into RuneScape, I would just log in. I'd look at my character. I'd go do a single farm run, and then I just would get tired. I would get tired thinking about playing the game, as crazy as that sounds. And I would just log back out. If that's happening in D2 for folks, then that's going to be the killer. You'll know that Destiny is in a good place when Bombat Thy Boogeyman is playing again. I'm serious. That's the metric. You'll know Destiny is back in its golden age if Bombat voluntarily logs into this game.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.
No, he's right. Sounds like they're getting, yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like they're moving on to Marathon and the codename matter. It just seems like they just don't care. And it's kind of heartbreaking because, you know, a game that I love, a game that, you know, definitely changed my life for me. I met a lot of great friends because of it. I've done a lot of cool things. It just kind of hurts to see it just kind of go down the shitter. You know, I don't know what to expect. I mean, I guess we'll look at the showcase and see what happens. But yeah, I'm not happy with the game. I'm not playing it now. I don't care enough. You know, I log in here and there just to do certain things because, you know, story quests and all that, but there's not much for me to do, you know? And that hurts because that fucks everything up. So if they bring everything back into the game, unsunset weapons, and we can start grinding, you know, seals and titles for certain things again, that'd be great. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's next for us, chat. I mean, I've always been a variety streamer. I try to, you know, play a bunch of things, but you guys always know, like, Destiny's my game. You know? I definitely work really hard to like make it good, um, fun for chat and for everything else. So I don't know, man. We'll see. I do want to keep making content and like try to make cool stuff. So I'm gonna keep trying, but I just don't know if it's gonna be good enough. I might have to start switching to other games, you know, and like start using content in other games, like how I do now. I like Destiny and Final Fantasy. I've been doing that pretty hard, so I don't know. We'll see. It's a bummer to hear, and it's a bummer to see that they aren't caring less about certain things of the game, and making us more mad that we don't have things that we don't have. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. I hope Bungie. I hope we get to see it, you know, at its peak during Final Shape, but I guess we'll see. I don't know. That's my 2 cents there. I can just hope for the best. So.